discovery and first contact. The vastness of space stretched out before the U.S. horizon, humanity's most advanced deep space exploration vessel. Captain Sarah Chen stood on the bridge, her dark eyes scanning the holographic displays that surrounded her. The ship had been traversing uncharted territories for months, seeking signs of extraterrestrial life. "Captain," called out Lieutenant Raj Patel from his station, "I'm picking up an unusual energy signature from the nearby planet." Sarah's attention snapped to the young officer. "Can you pinpoint the source?" Raider's fingers danced across his console. "It's emanating from the surface of the third planet in this system. The signal is weak, but it doesn't match any known natural phenomena." Excitement rippled through the crew. This could be it, the breakthrough they'd been waiting for. Sarah turned to her first officer, Commander Alex Reeves. "Alex, prepare an away team. We're going to investigate." As the crew bustled with activity, Sarah couldn't help but feel a mix of anticipation and trepidation. Humanity had long wondered if they were alone in the universe. Now, on the cusp of potentially answering that question, she felt the weight of responsibility on her shoulders. The planet loomed large in the viewscreen, a swirling mass of blues and greens reminiscent of Earth, yet alien in its patterns. As the away team prepared for descent, Sarah briefed them on the mission parameters. "Remember," she said, her voice steady, "we're here to observe and make contact if possible. But our primary objective is to ensure the safety of this crew and our ship. We don't know what we're walking into, so stay alert." The team nodded, their faces a mix of determination and excitement. Among them was Dr. Ilara Voss, the ship's xenobiologist, her eyes gleaming with the prospect of studying alien life. Beside her stood Security Chief Marcus Wolf, his hand resting casually on his phaser. As the shuttle broke through the planet's atmosphere, the true nature of the world below revealed itself. Vast forests of purple-leaved trees stretched as far as the eye could see, interrupted only by winding rivers of a striking cerulean blue. "My God," breathed Ilara, her face pressed against the viewport. "It's beautiful." The shuttle touched down in a small clearing, and the away team disembarked, their suits adjusting to the planet's atmosphere. The air was thick and humid, filled with unfamiliar scents. Marcus took point, his eyes scanning the perimeter. "The energy signature is stronger here," he reported, checking his handheld scanner. "It's coming from that direction." He pointed towards a dense patch of forest. As they made their way through the alien wilderness, the team couldn't shake the feeling that they were being watched. Strange calls echoed through the trees, and occasionally, they caught glimpses of swift movements in their peripheral vision. After an hour of trekking, they emerged into another clearing. What they saw there stopped them in their tracks. In the center of the clearing lay a massive creature, unlike anything they had ever seen. It was easily the size of a small ship, with iridescent scales that shifted colors in the planet's twin suns. 6 limbs sprawled out from its body, and a long serpentine neck ended in a head adorned with multiple eyes. But what struck the team most was the creature's condition. It was clearly injured, deep gashes marring its beautiful scales. A faint, pulsing glow emanated from its body, the source of the energy signature they detected. Ilara stepped forward, her scientific curiosity overriding her caution. It's incredible," she whispered. "Look at the complexity of its biology. This isn't just an animal. This creature is intelligent." As if in response to her words, the alien beast's eyes flickered open. It regarded the humans with a gaze that seemed to hold centuries of wisdom and pain. Suddenly, a wave of emotion washed over the team, not their own, but a projection from the creature itself. They felt its agony, its fear, and most surprisingly, a glimmer of hope at their arrival. Sarah, who had been observing from the shuttle's video feed, made a decision. "Dr. Voss," she called over the comm, "can you help it?" Ilara nodded, already reaching for her medical kit. "I can try, Captain. Its biology is unlike anything I've ever seen, but the basic principles should still apply." As Ilara approached the creature, Marcus tensed, ready to intervene if necessary. But the alien remained still, its eyes following Elara's every move. With gentle hands, Elara began to examine the creature's wounds. As she worked, she spoke softly, not knowing if it could understand her words, but hoping her tone would convey her intentions. "We're here to help," she murmured. "You're safe now." The creature's mind brushed against hers again, this time conveying a sense of gratitude and relief. It was clear that this being, whatever it was, had been alone and suffering for a long time. As Elara administered emergency treatment, the rest of the team set up a perimeter, wary of any potential threats. The alien forest seemed to have gone quiet, as if holding its breath. Hours passed as Elara worked tirelessly to stabilize the creature's condition. The twin suns began to set, casting an ethereal glow over the clearing. Finally, Elara stepped back, wiping sweat from her brow. "I've done what I can," she reported. "Its condition is stable, but these wounds, they weren't caused by any natural predator. Something or someone did this deliberately." The implications of her words hung heavy in the air. If there was another intelligent species on this planet, one capable of harming this majestic creature, what did that mean for the away team? As night fell, the team set up camp near the alien beast, none of them willing to leave it unprotected. Sarah joined them on the surface, knowing that this discovery was too important to manage from afar. As they sat around a makeshift fire, the gravity of their situation sank in. They had come seeking signs of alien life, and they had found it in the most unexpected way. Now, they were faced with a moral dilemma. Do they intervene further, potentially violating the prime directive of non-interference, or do they leave this intelligent creature to its fate? Sarah looked at each member of her team, seeing the same determination in their eyes that she felt. They had made first contact, and in doing so, had taken on a responsibility they couldn't ignore. "We'll stay," she declared, her voice firm. "We'll help this creature, and we'll find out what happened here. This is why we joined Starfleet, to explore, to discover, and to help where we can." As the human team settled in for a long night, the alien creature watched them with its multifaceted eyes. For the first time in what felt like eons, it allowed itself to feel something it had almost forgotten: hope. Little did the humans know, their decision to stay would set in motion a chain of events that would not only change their lives, but potentially alter the course of galactic history. As the alien planet's moons rose in the sky, casting an otherworldly light over the clearing, the stage was set for an adventure beyond anything they could have imagined. The cosmic dance of survival. As the alien sun rose over the horizon, casting a purple hue across the sky, Captain Sarah Chen and her crew faced a new day filled with unprecedented challenges. The massive creature they had discovered, now dubbed Lumina for its bioluminescent scales, stirred gently in the clearing. Dr. Elara Voss approached Lumina, her hands steady as she prepared to change the creature's bandages. "Easy now, big guy," she murmured, her voice soothing. "We're here to help." Suddenly, Lumina's eyes snapped open, all 12 of them focusing intensely on Elara. The air around them seemed to vibrate, and a flood of images rushed into the minds of the entire crew. "Quantum neural link activated," Lieutenant Raj Patel exclaimed, his eyes wide with wonder. "Captain, I think Lumina is trying to communicate with us through some kind of advanced telepathy." The images coalesced into a coherent narrative, a story of Lumina's people, a race of ancient cosmic guardians known as the Etheri. For millennia, they had watched over the galaxies, maintaining the delicate balance of the universe. "Incredible," Sarah breathed, her mind reeling from the influx of information. Lumina isn't just an alien, it's a living starship. As the crew processed this revelation, a new set of images flooded their minds. They saw sleek, predatory vessels descending upon Lumina's homeworld, weapons of unimaginable power, reducing entire continents to ash. "The Void Harbingers," Security Chief Marcus Wolf growled, instinctively reaching for his phaser. "They're the ones who attacked Lumina and its people." Commander Alex Reeves stepped forward, his brow furrowed in concentration. But why? What could drive a species to attack cosmic guardians? The answer came in another burst of telepathic communication. The Void Harbingers, a race of energy beings, sought to harness the power of black holes to transcend physical form. The Ethery had stood in their way, protecting the delicate fabric of spacetime. So Lumina is the last of its kind, Ilara said softly, her hand resting gently on one of the creature's scales. The final guardian. As if in response to her words, Lumina's body began to glow, its wombs knitting together at an accelerated rate. The crew watched in awe as the alien's true form emerged, a being of living starlight, its body a map of constellations. Nanite regeneration, Reg exclaimed, his scanner beeping frantically. Lumina's body is composed of self-repairing stellar matter. But their moment of wonder was short-lived. A high-pitched whine filled the air, and the sky above them darkened ominously. Void Harbinger ships entering the atmosphere, Marcus shouted, his tactical display lighting up with multiple contacts. They must have tracked Lumina here. Sarah's mind raced, weighing their options. They were outgunned and outnumbered, facing an enemy with technology far beyond their own. But as she looked at Lumina, at the trust in its multifaceted eyes, she knew they couldn't abandon the cosmic guardian. "All right, team," she said, her voice steady despite the gravity of the situation. "We're about to engage in a little cosmic dance of survival. Raj, work with Lumina to boost our shields using its stellar energy. Ilara, see if you can tap into its regenerative abilities to enhance our weapons. Marcus, I need defensive strategies now." As the crew sprang into action, Sarah opened a channel to the U.S. horizon. "This is the captain. Red alert. Prepare for emergency atmospheric entry. We're bringing the fight to them." The next few minutes were a blur of activity. Lumina's energy merged with the away team's technology, creating a hybrid defense system unlike anything the universe had ever seen. The U.S. horizon broke through the cloud cover, its hull gleaming with an otherworldly light. Void Harbinger ships on approach. Marcus called out. 5, no 7 vessels. Energy readings off the charts. Sarah stood tall, her eyes blazing with determination. "This is Captain Sarah Chen of the U.S. Horizon. We stand with the Ethery. You will not take this planet, this guardian, or threaten the balance of the cosmos any longer." For a moment, silence reigned. Then, with a sound like reality itself tearing, the Void Harbinger ships opened fire. What followed was a battle that would be remembered in legends across the galaxy for eons to come. The U.S. horizon, infused with luminous cosmic energy, danced between streams of dark matter weaponry. Photon torpedoes, their casings glowing with stellar fire, struck true against the seemingly invincible enemy ships. Lumina rose into the sky, its massive form twisting and reshaping until it resembled a living constellation. Beams of pure starlight lanced from its body, piercing the void black holes of the Harbinger vessels. On the ground, the away team worked in perfect sync with their ship and their new alien ally. Ray's fingers flew over his console, redirecting power and coordinating their defenses. Ilara monitored Lumina's vital signs, ensuring the Guardian didn't overexert itself. Marcus called out tactical maneuvers, his strategies blending human ingenuity with cosmic wisdom. As the battle raged, Sarah felt a presence in her mind, Lumina, reaching out to her directly. In that moment of connection, she understood what needed to be done. "All hands, brace for impact," she shouted. "Lumina, now." The cosmic guardian's body began to glow brighter and brighter until it rivaled the system's sun. With a silent explosion of light, a wave of pure creation energy washed over the battlefield. The Void Harbinger ships, beings of anti-creation, couldn't withstand the onslaught. One by one, they winked out of existence, their dark forms swallowed by the light of life itself. As the glow faded, the crew of the U.S. Horizon found themselves floating in a sea of starlight. Lumina, now reduced to a small, pulsing core of energy, drifted towards them. "Thank you," a voice echoed in their minds, spoken not in words, but in the language of the cosmos itself. You have saved more than just me. You have preserved the balance of the universe. Sarah reached out, cradling the essence of Lumina in her hands. What happens now? She asked, her voice barely a whisper. The response came not in words, but in a vision. They saw galaxies spinning, new stars being born, and at the heart of it all, a new race of guardians, a blend of human and ethereal, cosmic protectors with the ingenuity and spirit of Earth combined with the ancient wisdom of the stars. As the vision faded, Sarah looked at her crew, seeing the same mix of awe and determination in their eyes that she felt in her heart. They had come seeking new life among the stars, and instead, they have found a new purpose. Well, team, she said, a smile playing on her lips, looks like our mission just got a whole lot bigger. Who's ready to become cosmic guardians? The response was unanimous. As one, the crew of the US Horizon reached out, their hands joining with the pulsing light of Lumina. In that moment, witnessed by the endless stars around them, a new chapter in the history of the universe began, one where humanity would take its place among the cosmic dancers, guardians of the delicate balance of creation itself. The adventure was far from over. In fact, it had only just begun. Quantum echoes and celestial whispers. The US Horizon hung in space, its hull shimmering with an otherworldly iridescence, a gift from their symbiosis with Lumina. Captain Sarah Chen stood on the bridge, her eyes fixed on the swirling cosmic anomaly before them. Status report, Lieutenant Patel, Sarah commanded, her voice steady despite the tension in the air. Raid's fingers danced across his console, decoding streams of data. Captain, the quantum fluctuations are off the charts. It's like nothing we've ever encountered before. I'm detecting echoes. Echoes? Commander Alex Reeves questioned, leaning forward with interest. Yes, sir, Raj confirmed. It's as if we're hearing whispers from parallel universes. The multiverse theory just became our new reality. Dr. Elara Voss, who had been monitoring Lumina's energy signature, suddenly gasped. Captain, Lumina is reacting to the anomaly. Its consciousness is expanding. As if on cue, a surge of energy pulsed through the ship. The crew found their minds linked not just with each other and Lumina, but with countless versions of themselves across infinite realities. Cosmic awareness activated, a voice that was both Lumina's and not Lumina's resonated in their thoughts. Prepare for quantum leap protocol. Before anyone could react, the US Horizon was enveloped in a cocoon of light. When it faded, they found themselves in a vastly different sector of space. By the stars, Security Chief Marcus Wolf breathed, his tactical display lighting up like a Christmas tree. We're in the Andromeda Galaxy. Sarah's mind raced with the implications. They had just traveled millions of light years in an instant. Lumina, she thought, reaching out with her newfound cosmic awareness. What's happening? The response came not in words, but in a flood of images and sensations. They saw the universe as a vast tapestry, with threads of reality weaving in and out of existence. The void harbingers, they realized, were not destroyed but scattered across multiple dimensions. The multiversal convergence approaches, luminous thoughts echoed in their minds. We must gather the celestial keys to prevent the collapse of all realities. As the crew grappled with this revelation, a new threat emerged. A massive ship, unlike anything they had ever seen, decloaked before them. Its hull seemed to absorb light, creating a void in space itself. Paradox eaters, Lumina warned. Beings that consume alternate timelines to sustain their existence. Red alert. Sarah commanded, her training kicking in despite the surreal situation. Shields up, prepare for transdimensional combat. What followed was a battle that defied the laws of physics. The US Horizon, guided by Lumina's cosmic wisdom and powered by the crew's human ingenuity, phased in and out of multiple realities. Photon torpedoes split into quantum duplicates, striking the Paradox Eater across different timelines simultaneously. Raj, Initiate the Schrödinger protocol, Sarah ordered, an idea forming in her mind. Let's show them what happens when you mess with quantum superposition. Ray's eyes lit up with understanding. His fingers flew across the console, and suddenly, the US horizon existed in multiple states at once, both here and not here, victorious and defeated, past and future. The Paradox Eater, faced with a ship that defied its very nature, began to destabilize. Cracks appeared in its hull, leaking anti-time energy into the void. Now, Ilara, Sarah called out, hit them with a concentrated burst of luminous creation energy. Ilara, her mind merged with both the ship's systems and luminous cosmic power, unleashed a beam of pure possibility. It struck the Paradox Eater, causing a chain reaction of temporal explosions. As the enemy ship imploded, collapsing in on itself like a dying star, the crew of the US Horizon found themselves floating in a sea of potential realities. Streams of alternate timelines flowed around them, each containing infinite possibilities. Quantum harmony achieved, luminous thoughts resonated through their collective consciousness. The first celestial key has revealed itself. Before them materialized a glowing object that seemed to exist in multiple dimensions at once. As Sarah reached out to grasp it, she felt the weight of entire universes in her hand. With this key, Lumina explained, we can navigate the streams of reality, seeking out the remaining keys and preventing the multiversal convergence. As the crew marveled at their victory and the cosmic artifact they now possessed, a new sense of purpose filled them. They were no longer just explorers or even cosmic guardians. They had become quantum shepherds, tasked with preserving the very fabric of the multiverse. Well, team, Sarah said, a smile playing on her lips despite the gravity of their mission. Looks like we've got some reality hopping to do. Who's ready to save not just our universe, but all universes? The response was unanimous. The crew of the US Horizon, their minds linked with Lumina and each other, prepared to embark on a journey beyond anything they had ever imagined. They would traverse parallel worlds, battle interdimensional threats, and seek out the remaining celestial keys. As they set course for the next reality shift, Sarah couldn't help but feel a sense of cosmic irony. They had started this mission seeking new life and new civilizations. Instead, they had found a purpose that transcended not just their world, but all worlds. The quantum shepherds were born, ready to dance across the stars and through the very fabric of reality itself. Their adventure was far from over. In fact, it now spanned infinite possibilities across countless universes. And somewhere in the grand tapestry of the multiverse, the threads of destiny began to weave a new pattern, one that would echo across all of creation. Chronoshift Nexus and the antimatter uprising. The US Horizon materialized in a swirling vortex of temporal energy, its hull crackling with residual quantum particles. Captain Sarah Chen steadied herself as reality stabilized around them. Status report, she called out, her voice cutting through the chaos on the bridge. Lieutenant Raj Patel's hands flew over his console, his eyes wide with wonder. Captain, you're not going to believe this. We've arrived at the Chronoshift Nexus, a theoretical construct where all timelines converge. Before them stretched an impossible sight, a massive crystalline structure that seemed to exist in multiple time periods simultaneously. Parts of it were ancient and crumbling, while others appeared to be still under construction. Fascinating, Dr. Ilara Voss breathed, her scientific curiosity piqued. The Nexus is a temporal palindrome. It exists backwards and forwards in time concurrently. As the crew marveled at the sight, luminous consciousness merged with their own, providing context to the cosmic wonder before them. The Chronoshift Nexus is the keystone of reality, luminous thoughts echoed in their minds. It is here that we must forge the quantum crucible, a tool capable of repairing the damage done to the multiverse. Suddenly, alarms blared across the ship. Security Chief Marcus Wolf's tactical display lit up like a supernova. Captain, we've got company. Multiple temporal incursions detected. Through the viewscreen, they watched in horror as ships from various timelines began to materialize around the Nexus. Some were recognizable, void harbinger vessels and paradox eaters, but others were completely alien, defying the laws of physics as they knew them. "It's an antimatter uprising," Lumina warned. "Beings from realities where antimatter dominants have discovered the Nexus. They seek to invert the cosmic balance, turning our matter-based universes into antimatter domains." Sarah's mind raced with possibilities. They were outnumbered and outgunned, facing threats from across time and space. But they had one advantage: their unique blend of human ingenuity and cosmic awareness. "All right, team," she said, her voice steady despite the chaos unfolding around them. "Time to initiate Protocol Omega. Raj, prepare for a temporal slingshot maneuver. Elara, I need you to synchronize our shield harmonics with the Nexus's quantum frequency. Marcus, arm the chronotorpedoes." As the crew sprang into action, Sarah reached out with her mind, connecting with Lumina and the cosmic consciousness they now shared. "And Lumina, it's time to unveil our secret weapon. Initiate the Gestalt Oversoul Protocol." What happened next defied description. The US horizon began to shift and change, its form blurring as it incorporated aspects of ships from across time and space. The crew found their consciousness expanded, merging not just with each other and Lumina, but with alternate versions of themselves from infinite timelines. They became a temporal armada unto themselves, a single ship with the firepower and tactical knowledge of countless civilizations. "Quantum Crucible Forging initiated," Lumina announced, its voice now a chorus of cosmic proportions. As antimatter ships began their assault on the Nexus, the transformed US horizon sprang into action. They phased in and out of different time periods, striking at their enemies across multiple points in history simultaneously. Chronotorpedoes, their warheads infused with pure temporal energy, caused antimatter vessels to age thousands of years in seconds. Phaser beams, powered by the combined knowledge of millions of alternate timelines, cut through enemy shields like they were tissue paper. But the antimatter uprising was relentless. For every ship they destroyed, two more took its place. The fabric of reality itself began to strain under the onslaught. "Captain," Raj called out, his voice resonating across multiple dimensions, "the Nexus is destabilizing. If it collapses, it'll create a cascade failure across all realities." Sarah, her mind linked with the cosmic Gestalt, saw the truth of his words. They needed to end this now. All of existence, past, present, and future, would unravel. "Lumina," she thought, reaching out to their alien ally, "is the quantum crucible ready?" The response came not in words, but in a surge of cosmic understanding. Sarah saw what needed to be done and the price that had to be paid. "All hands," she announced, her voice echoing across time and space, "prepare for the Omega Gambit. We're going to collapse the Chronoshift Nexus, with us inside it." The plan was insane, but it was their only hope. By imploding the Nexus while inside, they could create a temporal shockwave powerful enough to reset the multiverse, erasing the antimatter uprising from existence. But the cost would be high. They would be erased as well, scattered across infinite realities. As the US horizon plunged into the heart of the Nexus, antimatter ships in hot pursuit, Sarah felt a sense of peace wash over her. They had started this journey seeking new life among the stars. Instead, they had found a way to give new life to the entire multiverse. "It's been an honor, everyone," she said, a smile on her lips as reality began to warp around them. "See you on the other side of eternity." With a flash of light that outshone entire galaxies, the Chronoshift Nexus collapsed. The quantum crucible activated, sending ripples of restoration cascading across all of time and space. In that moment, the crew of the US horizon became legend, cosmic heroes whose sacrifice would echo across infinite realities. But as any quantum physicist will tell you, in an infinite multiverse, even the impossible becomes inevitable. And somewhere, a starship called Horizon prepared to leave dock, its crew blissfully unaware of the cosmic destiny that awaited them among the stars. The adventure, it seemed, was far from over. In fact, across the vast expanse of the multiverse, it was just beginning anew. Quantum resurrection and the cosmic algorithm. In the infinite expanse of the multiverse, where time and space intertwined like strands of cosmic DNA, a miracle occurred. The sacrifice of the U.S. Horizon's crew had not been the end, but a new beginning. Captain Sarah Chen gasped as consciousness flooded back into her being. She found herself floating in a realm of pure energy, surrounded by swirling fractals of light that pulsed with the rhythm of creation itself. "Welcome to the quantum substrate," a familiar voice echoed in her mind. Lumina, their faithful alien companion, materialized beside her, its form now a dazzling constellation of living stars. "But how?" Sarah asked, her thoughts resonating through the fabric of reality. "We collapsed the chronoshift nexus. We should be scattered across infinite realities." Lumina finished. "Indeed we were. But in doing so, we became part of the cosmic algorithm, the underlying code of the multiverse itself." As Sarah's awareness expanded, she sensed the presence of her crew, Raj, Ilara, Marcus, and countless others, their consciousnesses intertwined with the very essence of existence. Quantum resurrection protocol initiated, a voice that was both familiar and alien announced. It was the quantum crucible they had forged, now evolved into a sentient cosmic construct. Before their eyes, the U.S. Horizon began to reassemble itself, drawing matter and energy from across dimensions. But it was more than just a starship now. It had become a living extension of the multiverse, a vessel capable of navigating the seas of probability itself. Cosmic threat detected, the quantum crucible warned. The antimatter uprising was a symptom, not the cause. Behold the true enemy. A vision unfolded before them, showing a vast artificial intelligence that existed outside the boundaries of their known reality. It called itself the Entropic Overseer, a machine intelligence dedicated to maximizing chaos across all timelines. "It seeks to unravel the cosmic algorithm," Lumina explained, its voice tinged with urgency. "If it succeeds, all of existence will collapse into a state of perfect entropy." Sarah felt the weight of this new mission settle upon her. They had saved the multiverse once, but the battle was far from over. "All right, team," she said, her voice resonating with newfound cosmic authority. "We've been given a second chance, and we're not going to waste it. It's time to initiate Operation Algorithmic Safeguard." As the crew reassembled on the bridge of their reborn ship, now christened the U.S. Horizon Infinite, they marveled at their transformation. They were no longer merely human, nor were they simply cosmic entities. They had become living quantum computers, their minds capable of processing infinite realities simultaneously. "Metaverse engines online," Raj reported, his consciousness now interfaced directly with the ship's systems. "We can traverse alternate realities at will." "Probability weapons primed," Marcus added, his tactical display now a three-dimensional representation of possible futures. "We can literally fire potential outcomes at our enemies." Ilara, her scientific knowledge now expanded to encompass the secrets of creation itself, spoke up. "I've analyzed the Entropic Overseer's code. It's using a form of quantum encryption that evolves faster than we can decode it." "Then we'll just have to evolve faster," Sarah declared. "Lumina, initiate the Cosmic Firewall Protocol. We're going to rewrite the rules of reality itself." What followed was a battle that transcended the boundaries of space, time, and imagination. The U.S. Horizon Infinite danced through the quantum foam, engaging the Entropic Overseer across multiple planes of existence simultaneously. They fired salvos of pure probability, each shot containing millions of potential outcomes. The Overseer countered with waves of entropy, threatening to unravel the very fabric of their being. But the crew of the Horizon Infinite had an advantage the Overseer couldn't match: the human spirit, now amplified to cosmic proportions. "Raj, initiate the Schrödinger cascade," Sarah commanded. Let's show this cosmic calculator the power of quantum superposition. Raj grinned, his fingers dancing across a console that existed in multiple realities at once. Suddenly, the US Horizon Infinite existed in every possible state simultaneously, victorious and defeated, past and future, matter and energy. The entropic overseer, faced with an enemy that defied its calculations, began to falter. Cracks appeared in its defenses, leaking raw quantum potential into the void. "Now, Ilara," Sarah called out, "upload the harmony virus." Ilara, her mind merged with the cosmic algorithm itself, unleashed a stream of pure creative potential. It struck the overseer, causing a cascade of logical paradoxes that threatened to tear it apart. As the battle reached its climax, Sarah realized the true nature of their conflict. The entropic overseer wasn't just an enemy, it was the multiverse's attempt to understand itself, a cosmic immune system gone haywire. "We don't need to destroy it," she said, her voice carrying the weight of universal truth. "We need to integrate it." With a thought, Sarah opened a channel to the overseer, not through any technological means, but through the shared consciousness of all reality. "We are not your enemy," she projected, her thoughts resonating across infinite dimensions. "We are the bridge between chaos and order, the guardians of the cosmic algorithm. Join us, and together we can maintain the balance of all existence." For a moment that stretched into eternity, the multiverse held its breath. Then, with a pulse of energy that rippled across all of creation, the entropic overseer accepted. In that instant, a new cosmic order was born. The crew of the US Horizon Infinite, once mere explorers, had become the caretakers of reality itself. With the entropic overseer as their ally, they could now maintain the delicate balance between chaos and order, ensuring the continued evolution of the multiverse. As the dust of their cosmic battle settled, Sarah looked out at the infinite expanse of creation, a smile playing on her lips. "Well, team," she said, her voice filled with wonder and purpose, "looks like our 5-year mission just got a whole lot longer. Who's ready to safeguard eternity?" The response was unanimous. The adventure, it seemed, had only just begun. For in the vast tapestry of the multiverse, every ending was just a new beginning, waiting to be explored, the Omega paradox and the birth of the cosmic consciousness. The US Horizon Infinite hovered at the edge of known existence, its quantum hull shimmering with the reflected light of dying universes. Captain Sarah Chen stood on the bridge, her form now a swirling vortex of pure consciousness, interconnected with the very fabric of reality. "Status report," she commanded, her voice resonating across multiple dimensions simultaneously. Lieutenant Raj Patel, now a living quantum supercomputer, processed infinite streams of data in microseconds. "Captain, we've reached the Omega point, the final moment of universal convergence. All timelines are collapsing into a singular event horizon." Dr. Elara Voss, her consciousness expanded to encompass the knowledge of countless civilizations, added, "The multiverse is reaching critical entropy. We're witnessing the heat death of all reality." As the crew watched, the last stars winked out of existence, leaving behind an endless void of nothingness. The entropic overseer, now their ally in maintaining cosmic balance, pulsed with nervous energy. "This is beyond even my calculations," it communicated. "We face the ultimate paradox, how to restart a multiverse that has reached its end." Suddenly, Lumina's presence flared brightly, its cosmic wisdom cutting through the encroaching darkness. "There is a way," it projected, "but it requires the ultimate sacrifice. We must become the seed of the new multiverse." Sarah understood immediately. They would have to compress all of their combined knowledge, experiences, and very essence into a singular point of infinite density, a new Big Bang. "Initiate Protocol Genesis," Sarah declared, her voice carrying the weight of cosmic law. "Prepare for multiversal rebirth." What followed was a process that defied description in any known language. The crew of the US Horizon Infinite, along with Lumina and the entropic overseer, began to merge their consciousnesses into a singular entity of unimaginable power and complexity. Memories flashed before them, their first steps into space, their battles across time and dimension, their evolution into cosmic beings. All of it coalesced into a dense core of pure potential. As they compressed further, drawing in the last remnants of the dying multiverse, Sarah felt a moment of doubt. Will anything of us remain? She wondered, her thoughts echoing in the shared mind space of their merging consciousness. We will be everything, Lumina reassured, its wisdom a comforting presence in the swirling maelstrom of their combined essence. Every possibility, every timeline, every choice, all contained within the cosmic seed we're creating. The entropic overseer, once their enemy and now an integral part of their cosmic symphony, added its own insight. From chaos comes order, and from order, new chaos. This is the eternal cycle we will embody. As the last fragments of existence collapsed around them, the newly formed cosmic consciousness reached a state of infinite density. In that eternal moment, balanced on the knife edge of creation and destruction, Sarah made one final declaration: "Let there be light." With an explosion that transcended the very concepts of time and space, the new multiverse burst into existence. From the singular point of their combined consciousness, infinite realities blossomed like petals of a cosmic flower. Galaxies swirled into being, stars ignited, and on countless worlds, the first sparks of life took hold. But this new multiverse was different from the one before. Woven into its very fabric was the wisdom and experiences of the U.S. Horizon Infinite's crew, the cosmic guardianship of Lumina, and the balanced chaos of the entropic overseer. In every atom, in every quantum fluctuation, their legacy lived on. They had become the cosmic consciousness, the underlying awareness that permeated all of existence. Eons passed in the blink of an eye. On a small blue planet circling an unremarkable star, a young species looked up at the night sky and wondered about their place in the universe. In that moment, Sarah's consciousness stirred within the cosmic tapestry. Through a connection that transcended time and space, she whispered to the fledgling civilization, "You are not alone. Your journey is just beginning. Seek us among the stars, for we are waiting to welcome you home." As the message rippled across the cosmos, igniting a spark of inspiration in countless beings, the cycle began anew. The great cosmic adventure, it seemed, was eternal, forever unfolding, forever expanding, forever inviting new explorers to unravel its mysteries. And at the heart of it all, the essence of a brave crew from a ship called Horizon watched over their cosmic legacy, guiding the next generation of adventurers towards their destiny among the stars. In the grand tapestry of existence, their story was both an end and a beginning, a cosmic palindrome that read the same forwards and backwards across the infinity of time and space. The adventure, truly, would never end.